This Mobile Geeks video is powered by ASUS. Nicole Scott here for Mobile Geeks, and here I'm taking a look at the ZenFone 3. So this is a 5.5-inch smartphone. It is the brand new smartphone from ASUS, and you can see that it's quite interesting as it's a pretty big design leap from what they've been showing with the ZenFone previously. So we actually have Gorilla Glass on the back as well as the front. You can see that we've got a 2.5D curved glass display. So you can see here that we have an aluminum bumper, and then there's the 2.5D display that meets them on both sides. On the bottom there we have a USB Type-C as well as a single speaker connection. There we have the power button and volume rocker. Around the top there's that 3.5mm headphone jack, and you can see that there's some nice contouring on the edges of this device. So this is actually a 16 megapixel shooter. You can see that it's got a laser autofocus to the left, and then we have a two-tone flash to the right. Now this has actually got a sapphire lens cover so that this won't get any kind of nicks and scratches. So like I mentioned, this is a 16 megapixel camera, and it does actually have a Sony sensor. So it's the 289. Now this isn't the latest one that appears on the ZenFone 3 Deluxe. But having said that, this has an aperture of 2.0, a 6-element lens, and it does take a very quick photo. So taking a look at the device, this is a 5.5-inch Super LCD display, and it has a screen-to-body ratio of 77.3%. Now it is Corning Gorilla Glass as well as 2.5D like I've mentioned. Under the hood, we have a Snapdragon 625 processor, which is an octa-core processor on the 14nm architecture. It's running an Adreno 506 GPU with 4 gigabytes of RAM and up to 64 gigabytes of internal storage. It does come with Cat 6 LTE and Bluetooth 4.2. One of the interesting things that it's good to note is that it does have Audio Wizard as well as a high-res audio and a 3000 milliampere battery. So if you are into audio, you can definitely expect to hear some very clear sound. Now there is a single speaker there on the bottom, and they're not using the earpiece as a speaker as well. So if you are familiar with the ZenUI, there aren't that many surprises to be had, but overall I am a fan of the way that they've rolled this out and how you can actually keep your app drawer and have some extra customization. Now one thing you'll probably notice is they have this really interesting focus this year on this kind of like parallax background. Oh, I'm offline. I can't get any more. But it's something that you can kind of see the back jiggle. So we're experiencing like a design element that's very similar to the ZenBook. So we have that spun metal exterior here, and then we have the Gorilla Glass on the back as well with the 2.5D that almost has a little bit of the same kind of swirly element, which I definitely do like. There are some customized backs that some of them looked really good. One was like kind of like this crackled broken glass one. So keep an eye out for our other videos with some of the kind of special edition versions of the ZenFone 3. So this was just a quick hands-on and a first impressions. I'm your host Nicole Scott for Mobile Geeks.